Talking about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Tomorrow, he makes a hastily arranged trip to South Carolina, third in the nation contest for the Republican presidential nomination, and quickly becoming the most important state politically in the country. And remember, he's yet to announce he's actually running for president, but that's not stopping former President Trump from lashing out at DeSantis, with today focusing in on his fight with Disney. DeSantis is being absolutely destroyed by Disney. His original PR plan fizzled, so now he's going back with a new one in order to save face. Disney's next move will be the announcement that no more money will be invested in Florida because of the governor. In fact, they could even announce a slow withdrawal or sale of certain properties or the whole thing. Watch, that would be a killer. In the meantime, this is all so unnecessary a political stunt. Ron should work on the squatters' mess. That's in response to DeSantis yesterday, who threatened the mouse with a nearby jailhouse on land the Sunshine State could soon take control of from Disney in retaliation over the culture war that has gone on between the governor and Disney. Take a listen.
I wasn't even thinking about that land. This was not something that was really important one way or another. We just wanted them to live under the same rules, pay the debt, pay the taxes, all that stuff. Oh, but come to think of it, now people are like, well, what should we do with this land? Maybe create a state park, maybe try to do more amusement parks. Someone even said, like, maybe you need another state prison. Who knows?
Dan O'Donnell is here, heard nationwide on the interwebs and one of the leading radio hosts in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Dan, I don't get it. I really don't. Ron DeSantis is many things. He is not stupid. And what we were promised, what everybody was promised, what a lot of people love, is Ron DeSantis is MAGA without the crazy. You start talking about getting into a fight and building prisons next to Disneyland in retaliation of a culture war. That sounds an awful lot like MAGA with the crazy.
Well, it does. But what this really is DeSantis firmly planting himself on the conservative side of said culture war. And Disney, remember, has been one of the right's leading sort of boogeymen, as Disney has, and there's no question about this, gotten more woke. They've said, we are going to make our programming more aligned with liberal values, in as many words, their movies, their theme parks. I think right after DeSantis gave that press conference, they announced a drag night or pride night at one of their parks. I mean, this is something that I think is beneficial for DeSantis in that what he has to do is run to the right of Donald Trump. And if you notice what Trump is running on right now, all of his ads that I'm sure are airing on NewsNation right now are hitting DeSantis for trying to take away Social Security and Medicare. What DeSantis is going to try to do to Trump is say, look, you were sort of absent from the real battle, the battle for America's culture. So what we're seeing, I think, is a little bit, I'm a little more cynical than you, Leland. I think this is all about politics.
Well, look, everything is all about politics. The question is whether it's a smart move or a dumb move in terms of how this goes. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.